guys, and welcome back to the Big Build. A slightly shorter episode this week as I've managed to get a cold, so some of the recording wasn't done. Okay, we're going to start with the factory area. We're going to be looking all along here actually. We're going to be setting out where the factories are, so we can put some more details in later. As usual, we don't want things flying up in the air, so we lower them down and we try and even land off a little bit here. Eventually, of course, we'll put more details in, but not put a lot of details in here. And we're going to put the rest of the canal banks in. And later on, we will put a bridge down the other end as well. And I mentioned this on, I think, the previous episode, that where the porter is at the end, we need to hide where the boat finishes, where the boat sort of vanishes. So we're going to put a bridge over the top, quite a large one. That's quite wide, this canal, so I've tried to well, bring the edges in together a little bit here. That's it, trying to get the height correct. Trying just to match everything. And I'm trying not to sneeze right now. So I did this for a while actually, just trying to even off the land either side. Don't really need to see an awful lot of that, but I particularly want gaps and things. It's difficult where the it just wants to go into the other square because obviously it edits within one square. It's a little grid. Sometimes you just have to move the scenery sometimes to actually try and get away with it. Or I've been, as you can see, I've lowered the water level, the base of the water. Sorry. Now we're going to extend this down to the right. We'll probably put backboard in with some river there so it looks like it continues. Exactly the same as up above, we're just trying to make sure the land is at the same level all the way through. Then we'll lower this land here where the water is and water in it. Paint it a little bit so it looks like mud inside. Getting the water level is difficult, as you can see. I thought it looked quite funny, so I left it there for a second. I think that's fine. It's obviously splitting out into the land the other side, but that's easy enough. That's easy rectified. It took quite a while doing this actually. I really don't like gaps. I know I say it every time, I just don't like them. So for me it's quite important to try and do my best to get rid of them at least. The gas and commentary are basically me turning off the microphone and sneezing, just to let you know it runs less this week. And try not to cough as well. So here's the bridge we're going to put over. I found something really, really wide. bits all match up together, which is lucky, I suppose. I think it's the right size for the boats. I think they're long enough to be hidden underneath. And if on the other side we put some trees or something as well, we can sort of hide it a little bit better. We just need to put a few spline points in to actually make sure this all matches. Of course, we will put more scenery on it, around it as well. We'll put a wall both sides. And a path actually as well. It's not really meant to be a motorway. Think of it as a dual carriageway. So we still have it's still in a residential stroke commercial area. It's not really a out-of-town motorway here. Difficult to get the spline points in the right place, so it's not just keeping everything visible, it's making sure it doesn't go left and right as well. I took ages trying to find some junctions. There's some really nice ones, but unfortunately they're not for the UK. So I've opted for this very blank looking one. We'll put some smaller roads to the left and to the right. We may actually carry on with the this larger road going through the tunnel. Oh, there was another sneeze. Again, as I said last episode, I don't want to put too much detail on this end. Near the canal's fine, as we're still going quite slowly with the canal boats, and we'll put the same level as we did up to the top, which we will down here, the same sort of level. But over towards the train line there, and generally, because the trains are going to be going fast, we don't need to put so much in. Fun to put a little hedge in the middle of the road there. A lot of dual carriageways in the UK have that. Trains can't be that wide though, because we don't want the cars actually hitting it. You'll notice the cars only go on the middle lanes. That's actually a good thing when you think about it. It means we can actually bring a dual carriageway into a normal road sort of layout, one way, one each way, and it doesn't really affect anything. We could maybe even put some parked cars on there later on or something. Not particularly this stretch. It's not what I want to show. We can actually, on this one perhaps, we could put maybe the invisible road on top, like we used down the other end to actually get the cars to go exactly where we wanted them to. And that way we can actually have 2 lanes of traffic either side. I suspect if that invisible road actually joins up to a normal road, it would just merge in the traffic. So well, I'd have to do some testing, but I suspect that's how it will work. Down to the factories, we will put quite a few factories, and I would have liked to set all the factories along out today, but to be honest, with the cold, I haven't done too much. Yes, I still haven't decided what's going to go down there that side. Part of me says a sort of, not a park, but a recreation ground or something, just a bit of wasteland perhaps. So we play about here with a few different factories. We want something large enough so when you're actually in the train, you're going to see some roofs. We put these down, but I decided they're too modern, so I do lose these. But they get used somewhere else, just not right, very close to the train line there. Now the houses we put down the other side were also going to be moving. I did mention that I thought that perhaps just having one type of house would be better than lots of different types of houses there. So that's pretty much what I do. I don't delete the other ones, I move them up the board a little bit because we'll use them in other places. Now, unfortunately, all the road sides are pretty much the same, but I suppose it's a good thing, they do connect. Now, we'll connect into that road there, which is underneath the track. That road will probably come out further to the right, towards something. Slowly meander up the board a little bit more. There are a few different junctions. I should play a game of how many sneezes I can do in this one recording. Obviously I switched the mic off for that. Yeah, we'll put a few more of these down. Doesn't have to be particularly high detail. We're only looking for the roof there. I said it in the last episode, I didn't particularly like the fact that this was the same road as the other one, so I put something slightly different in. It's the same size, unfortunately it doesn't have different types of parts like the other one does, so I put a bit of path just to hide that. Not a massive amount of detail, we don't use a massive amount of detail there, but it's good enough. Those high-rise buildings once again will be moved because well, I think what we're trying to do is frame what we've got, and I think something higher on the outside would be better, so putting them towards the back end here. Yeah, setting them out there somehow. Maybe not exactly how I put them right now, but setting them out would be better than having lower buildings at the front there. Now, in the UK, we don't really have that many high-rise buildings in one go. We do have maybe 3, 4 perhaps, but I haven't really seen more than that in one particular area, so we probably do have to space them a little bit more. As you can see, I basically just moved these houses up there a little bit more. But what I didn't like was the colours of the buildings. We had a dark colour and a light colour. I do believe that even if they're different house types, they should be the same colour. And they'd be quite dirty as well, because London is a dirty place, unfortunately. So I suppose any city would be sort of the grime, and we do also shorten them slightly because I put a couple more factories in here. Now these will only go up to that road there, these factories. After that we're just going to stick with houses. But I decided, because we're in such a commercial area, we've got the train garage bit at the back, we've got the turntable, we've got some more shops and stuff, we've got factories the other side, and I did think it would probably, at this point, it'd probably be more factories than houses. As you see, we do have houses behind, and they'll be going to the right up onto that hill bit, connecting up with the rest of the scenery. As I said last time, we'll put something in between, some basic gardens, just some trees and some hedges to give an idea of something. We'll probably paint it as well. I'm not going to go into an awful lot of detail there. That's it, and then we go a bit further up. And that's it. I'm sorry, it is a little bit shorter episode this week. I've got a cold, I'm not feeling that well, but we've got it out there. We will be one next week as usual, and a little bit more finesse next week. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please press the like button. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and if you press that ding dong bell button, you see more stuff I put on. Thanks a lot guys, cheers and bye bye.